Trevor Long in a hot, sticky, humid New York City with Samsung for their first in-person event since before the pandemic. It was February 2020 when we last saw Samsung in person launching foldable smartphones. This time we're in New York City for new foldable smartphones, new gadgets, and a whole range of products. So let's take a look inside Samsung Unpacked. So 5 new products from Samsung: the Flip, the Fold, the Galaxy Watch 5, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. A fascinating lineup because it's all very incremental if you look at the lineup at face value, but in reality, quite big changes. The Flip is a slightly redesigned phone, flatter edges, slightly bigger screen. There's a lot of advances there for users, particularly including a bigger battery life, and that was one of the biggest challenges with the Flip 3 was the battery life. So the Flip 4 has a greater battery life, and that should improve things for end users. Now, the form function really hasn't changed much. The Fold isn't improved in any great way, but the hinge mechanism is slightly smaller, which makes it overall smaller in size. It also has an improved screen size on the inside and some great new features on the cover display. The most important thing about the Flip 4 though, battery life. We're going to get better battery life out of this, and that was the real shortcoming of the Flip in previous generations. You talk about the Watch 4 though, the Watch 5, this is a fascinating product. Beautiful design, great new colors, and some features here in the screen around sleep technology. So they want to understand your sleeping. They want to give you a sleep animal that'll then work you through a month of sleep coaching to get you sleeping better through your day, thanks to a smartwatch. Now, at a glance, the Fold 4, very similar to the Fold 3, but when you pick it up, it's ever so slightly lighter, but I'm telling you, you feel it. All the edges are more refined, not quite as rounded, a little bit squared off. The hinge is not as big and protruding, so you get a size differential. The front screen is wider. The inside screen is wider and bigger, and that smaller bezel, bigger screen in the same body really makes a difference when you're looking at this big screen device. A new implementation of things like software that allows you to have a dock-based system for your app, very much like a PC, a much easier way to multitask, but most importantly, a camera that blows the previous generation out of this world. So this is an S22 style camera, 30 times space zooms, 50 megapixel wide camera. This is a stunning camera on par with the S level devices from Samsung. And critically, again, like the Flip, this comes in at the same price. So we're talking $24.99 in Australia. So despite everything that's going on in the world, able to maintain that price from last year. Now, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, this is something very different from Samsung. This is aiming themselves directly at your Garmin's, your Suntos, your active outdoor style watch. So basically a lot of GPS tracking features, the retrack feature, which others describe as breadcrumbs. Basically, this is a return to home feature that allows you to go bushwalking and follow the track back home. You can upload GPS coordinates to follow a route. It's a really outdoorsy, active watch, but it's also big, it's beautiful, it's bold. We're talking $7.99 Australia or $8.49 with the eSIM. So I think this will actually stand out in the Galaxy Watch range, the Watch 5 Pro. It's a pretty extensive range of announcements from Samsung here in New York, but the folding phones are what dominates those announcements without any question. The Flip phone I'm very excited about because of that extra battery life, and I'm quite frankly impressed that they were able to maintain the price of these two phones. The Fold is a big price at $2,500, but it is a premium phone. It does offer something to a very important user who wants that bigger screen. Samsung's Gary McGregor told me that they see up to 270% demand growth in this for, say, Gen Z. Now that on its own might not lead to millions of sales, but the bottom line is they see big demand. And critically, he also said to me that he sees a time, Samsung sees a time, that the folding phones will be the primary phone that Samsung sells in Australia. More details at EFTM.com and full reviews coming in the weeks ahead.